All right, the other day I got a killer deal, $1 a brick of cream cheese, so we got 12 or 15, I don't remember. So we are doing, these are like copycat Auntie Anne's pretzels. We're just throwing this together. It's super simple. You only need, here we go, a few ingredients. I'm not doing the cheese sauce, just the pretzels. Literally you just dump a handful of ingredients into your mixer, mix it up. This is the easy stuff. Just go ahead and meet it. And then we'll show you, as I go. Alright, I forgot to pick up the camera again, but you know what? I'm just going with the flow. Ignore my chaos here. I'm making another huge, ginormous mess. I'm making these soft and chewy sugar cookies, and I'm doing a double batch because I got a killer deal on this butter, but it was like just one brick, not the sticks, so it's just easier to make it in, use the whole thing. So we're making a huge double batch of sugar cookies. There's the dough. We're going to go ahead and roll them out. We're going to bake some, but freeze most of them as cookie dough. All right, I called in help. So these are, we're doing the little cookie bars for the sugar cookie dough. And then let me show you what I did with the rest of it. All right, and actually, I didn't do this. Mason did this for me. So these are like nice sized cups. And I want to put this whole thing in the freezer. I was like, oh yeah, there'll be plenty for this one too. There's not. I overestimated. That's right. All of these will be put into the freezer, and then once they're solid, we'll pop them out of here, and then we can bake them to have fresh sugar cookies as we want them. All right, I'm going to show you a few things. I couldn't really film because it's 1,000 degrees still, and I have to have like the air fans blowing on me, so it's too loud. But this is 4.5 pounds of ground beef with like seasoned up and with minced onions. I'm going to portion this out and then vacuum seal and freeze. So I will have, this will probably make 5 meals, if not more, worth of beef. And then I can use this in my meal rotation. So that's one big thing I got done. Well, let me show you the next thing. I am using some of the chicken carcasses I have in the freezer, and I made some bone broth. I have a few more carcasses, so I'm not sure if I'm going to make another batch today or not, but I will most likely freeze like one of these worth, and then I'll use this one for the other cooking projects I'm doing the next few days. But it's nice to have delicious broth. And, like, this is something, the carcasses take up room in your freezer, and they're not going to do you any good. So if you turn it into bone broth, that's food. That is, an ingredient. And we really prefer homemade bone broth. So just have it. Freeze it if you're not going to use it fresh. And then whenever you need it, you have little, I like to do it in, like, super cube container things for the freezer. And this is just so convenient. So that is another thing I did. All right, of course, my incredible husband got called in. He is breaking up the ground beef I have cooked, vacuum sealing it, and look at him. He is covered. He looks like he's been antiqued. And he's doing it amongst the chaos, but he's a trooper. All right, here's the first batch. There's 2 big batches, but look how golden and beautiful those are. And we're just gonna put some cream cheese. Just eat them like that.